An effective way to evaluate student progress is by creating assessments on Schoology. There are many customization options that you may use depending on your objectives and needs. Assessments can be used to create short quizzes, tests, exams, or warm-ups. To create an assessment, click Add Materials, then choose Add Assessment. Fill in the required fields such as the name, points allocation, and category. You may also fill in the due date and time if you would like to. A great tool that you can use when creating assessments is the Submissions feature. You may choose Enable, which allows the students to access the assessment immediately after posting it. Enable Until allows students to access it immediately after posting, but submissions are only going to be accepted until a certain time, which you can predetermine. Enable From and Until will allow you to specify a time range where students can access and submit their assessments. And Disable makes it inaccessible to the students. You may also assign a password to your assessments. Finally, click Create. This will lead you to the page shown here. You always want to start with your setup. In the instructions text box, you may add general directions for the assessment, which will be shown before the students start. Then, choose and customize the settings like time limit, question order, students' ability to view, etc. You may also customize settings to allow students to use several tools such as a calculator, the ability to eliminate choices, highlighting tools, Notepad, and so on. Make sure that you click Save so that all your changes are applied. Next, go to the Questions tab. Schoology offers a plethora of question types. Feel free to play around with the different options and get familiar with what will work best for your learning goals. A salient feature that can be extremely helpful is the ability to add items from an item bank you have created. Before you can do that, be sure to create an item bank first in the Resources tab on the Schoology homepage. Once you have that set up, you can start pulling specific questions from your repository, or you may also randomize the selection of questions and assign points to each or all of the questions. The Grading tab will show you two different ways to view the results of the assessment. Here is an example of the actual results of an assessment which served as a warm-up. Clicking on the By Question tab will show you a tabulation of the questions and the average score for each question. Seeing that one of the questions only had an average of 53%, will immediately tell the teacher that the concept or skill needs further review. Clicking on the By Student tab will show you a tabulation of each student's results, including the number of attempts they have made, the last date and time they have made changes to their assessments, and the time they spent on the assessment. If you hover over the Students row, anywhere between the Attempts and Elapsed Time column, Schoology will allow you to click on it and view the students' answers to each question. The three dots on the right side allows you to unsubmit or delete the submission of a student of their assessment. This is helpful in case a student accidentally submits an assessment or technical issues forced a submission. Then, the Reporting tab will give you a quick view of the results for the entire class. It will provide the class average, the score of each student, the mode, and median scores. Another feature you may use is the Preview tab, which gives you the student's view of the assessment. This is helpful for double-checking that the assessment you created is seamless and everything is in place.